Hello everyone. Good morning, afternoon or evening depending upon the time and time zone you are watching this video from. I'm Gautam, Academic Faculty, Department of Data Science, Uncodemy Group. So guys, in today's video we are gonna learn about the sampling techniques that we use in the statistics part of the data science. As we know that stats plays a very pivotal role in data science, and there is one concept that is called sampling and sampling techniques. So when we are carrying out a research, the research is gonna justify the entire population. Whatever conclusion that we draw is gonna fit on the entire population. But when we are like taking some certain data points for our research, we are not taking the entire population for our research. For example, if we are gonna do a research on the Indian population, so as we know that India's population is 1.4 billion and counting. But when we are talking about making certain machine learning models, doing certain predictions, we are not gonna need the information or the data of entire 1.4 billion people. Instead, what we'll do, we'll probably take 1.4 million people, and then this is what, when we are drawing certain data points out and gonna carry out research on the these data points that we have taken as sample. So this is what the sample basically means, and the population means the entire population that we are gonna justify our prediction about. So in sampling techniques, we have basically somewhere about 5-6 main sampling techniques. As we say, as a data scientist, there are more sampling techniques as well, but these 6 techniques that we are going to cover in today's video are the most important one. So guys, the very first one, like the very first sampling technique is simple random sampling. So in simple random sampling, as we say, we like draw the data points out for sample completely in a random manner. That means that out of those 1.4 billion people, every person, the chances of every person to be picked up is equal. So when we say random sampling is exactly the same as simple random sampling. Let us say if I have 10 balls at my table, I had to pick one, so the probability of getting any single ball picked is 1 by 10, that is 10%. Similarly, in simple random sampling, the probability of every data point to be picked up is exactly the same. So this is what we call simple random sampling. The next one we have is stratified sampling. In stratified sampling, we divide the entire population into strata also called as groups. So we create groups and we draw certain, probably one member out of all the groups that we have created, and then one member from all the group is taken out for sampling. For example, if again in this scenario, let us say that if we need to carry out certain samples, we have multiple people. What we'll do is I'll divide all the entire population into certain age group from 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30. I'll create groups of from the minimum to maximum age group, and then I will pick one member from all the age groups. This is what the stratified sampling is, and these groups are also called as strata. So the third one we have over here is convenience sampling. In convenience sampling, the sampler, the person who is carrying out this survey, is gonna, as you can understand from the name itself, convenience sampling. So the person, the surveyor, what he will do, he will carry out the surveys based on his convenience. Let us say that if now we have a food market nearby, and we need to carry out the research on certain food items. So the person will simply go to the food market, and now he knows that his target audience is present at this particular area. So this part is convenience sampling. The next one we have is cluster sampling. So when we are talking about cluster sampling, it is not much different from others. Instead, what we do over here, we carry out the we like make clusters or the groups based on the entire population. We divide the entire population into some clusters, and then we carry out one cluster. For example, if we have cities population, and we need to carry out a research on the city, then we will divide the entire city on certain clusters. So in this particular scenario, clusters could be neighborhood, as we say, and then taking one neighborhood for our sample is our cluster sampling. Then we have judgmental or purposive sampling. This is one of the best or one of the most important sampling technique as we speak. In judgmental or purposive sampling, what happens, the person that is to be chosen for sampling has certain kind of expertise, he holds certain kind of domain knowledge to be able to participate in the samples, in the surveys. For example, if let us say we are a pharma industry and we are carrying out, we are making certain medicines, we are developing certain medicine, and we need to figure out which medicine is in the best interest of the patients. So over here we cannot just give this free samples to everyone, like the samples of the product. That means free medicine we cannot distribute to everyone and then take feedback. No, instead what we will do, we will go to the doctors, we will give them the free samples, we will say this is our initial product, and you just distribute it for free, and if the patients are giving us a very positive response, then only we will continue manufacturing this particular drug. So this particular sampling technique is judgmental or purposive sampling technique. The one that is left is systematic sampling technique. In systematic sampling, every nth person is to be taken for sampling. For example, if we have like 1 billion people, instead now if we need to select, let us say 1 million, from 1 billion we are gonna select every 100th person. So we will take the first person on the present on the index 1, then the second person to be selected would be present at the index 101, then 201, then 301. So based on particular like nth term we will pick. So these 6 are the most important sampling techniques that we have studied today. If you guys have any doubt, please flood this comment section and tell us what particular topic you would like to read more. We'll create videos for you on the same topic. If you guys have any doubt, please feel free to contact the contact number that is presented at the end of this video. We have excellent set of trainers over here, we have excellent set of counselors over here. You can request for a free career counseling session or free demo sessions. I hope this was an informative video. Stay tuned guys. Anshul Gautam signing off. May God bless you all.
For free career counseling or demo sessions, call or WhatsApp on this number